Mm. Hey, babe. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just wanted to go live with you guys real quick on this Saturday evening. I hope everybody has been having a great day. I hope everybody has made it out of the storm. Okay, I believe it was Hurricane Helena. Um, Girl, now listen, we praise him. Everything went well on my end. The power did not go out. We did not have a lot of heavy winds or anything like that. Um, if we did, I about slept through it. Honestly, I about slept through it. So I don't know what I mean, it didn't seem like it was raining hard, but I tell you one thing: some people got hit hard. Like girl out there in Buckhead, girl, the way the people, cars and stuff was flooded. I saw a video of somebody on a blow up mattress, like floating in the water, like just trying to get to some type of safety. Like, I just hate it. Like, I can't. So cringeworthy. I did see, now I don't know if the toll has gone up, but it was like 3 deaths. From what I understood, somebody passed away. I think they were in their trailer and a tree fell on the trailer or whatnot. I'm not sure about the other two and if they found any more people, but really sad, devastating. Like, girl, seeing like the video and stuff of the people down in Florida. See, this is why it's like I would just want to stay like in the mid area or something, possibly the mid USA or something. I am in the South, but it's giving north a little bit. I mean, we still could be hit too, but like, I can't deal with a lot of snow. Okay, I am a person that grew up in the South. We didn't get snow like that, so I am one of the people that do not know how to drive in that mother. Be very clear with you, okay? So when y'all be asking like, why y'all shut down everything for the people in the South? Why y'all shut down everything when y'all get some snow? Cause of just like me, that don't know how to drive in it. Because of okay, they don't train us on that. Okay, we don't have that. Clearly they don't even be equipped for real. So yeah, I couldn't do that, and I really couldn't stay down in Florida where it's constant, hurricanes like that. I don't see how they do it. I can imagine what some of the people that live in Florida, I can imagine what some of y'all insurance is like. Because, they be trying to milk the people, honey. Okay. I can imagine what some of the insurance is like. And I'm sure those people are going to have to file claims on their homes. It was so many people who had water coming in their house. Like, one person was trying to film the water like gushing up against their windows, and then she just burst. Like, just girl, I can't. That's the type of, I'm not ready for that type of life, girl. I can't be down there. I can't be down there with y'all. I couldn't do it. But I hope that they are safe and that they made it out, and that for the most part everybody is okay. But I'm sure they know how to deal with it better, because some of the people may be from there and they're used to it, so they probably have their boats and their equipment and things to prepare them for these type of times. So maybe it's easier to think that I wouldn't be prepared because I'm not in that space. But once you grow up in that space, you probably, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you equip for whatever. So maybe it's not as much of a big deal as me on the outside, looking in would think. But girl, yeah, I feel like they make people down in Florida, and I'm sure possibly Louisiana or whatever, girl, but like they make y'all pay too much fucking money for housing for the hurricanes to come and wipe this shit away at any moment. I'm like, are you okay? Just like the folks over there in California, they make y'all pay too much money for y'all to have mudslides at some point, for y'all to have wildfires and shit. Are y'all okay? Why is they paying a girl? That's one of the biggest scams in America is insurance, okay? But anywho, because listen, I got to complain about these just a little piece. Because you'll be paying these people for years, not had a car accident, tickets, nothing. Nothing. The moment you have a piece of a fender bender or whatever, girl, and you try to put a claim in, they be trying to go up on your shit and increase it as if you ain't been paying these people out the whole motherfucking time. Use the back pay. You can't pull back. Okay, you can't reach back to pull forward some of that money that's already sitting in my account that I done paid you just about 20 racks. What? And then be going up on folks. I can't. And you know what else I want? I want the people that have gone up on things due to this inflation. I want y'all to have to show up and report to the government why y'all went up and what was going on that made y'all think y'all needed to go up. Primarily insurance. what is happening with cars or whatever, especially people that's been had cars, for y'all to be like, we're gonna go up a little $10, $20, 25. I need y'all to go before the government and I need y'all to explain to the people how y'all have been affected with, this inflation and stuff, and why y'all are charging people an extra 25 and stuff when that's a full tank of gas for that week. And that's every month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need y'all to answer that. Like, what's going on with y'all, and so what y'all got going on that y'all had to be the ones to ask for more money? Ain't nobody bothering y'all. Y'all been getting free money anyway. So why is you over there bothering the people? Ain't trying to help nobody get a discount on no oil change, no tire. You ain't trying to do nothing. Just take. I don't like that. Some things gonna have to change. I don't like that. But anywho, I just wanted to come and chat with you guys. Please make sure that you're liking up the video. Shout out to the 200 plus we got here. Thank y'all for being here, because it's Saturday and I'm sure it's hot somewhere and somebody trying to go and shake a tail feather. But if you are, I hope that I'm, talking you through getting your makeup done. Okay? Talking you through curling your hair. Finding you something to wear, girl. Guys, as y'all get ready to go and, shake a tail feather out there on the town tonight. Okay? Just make sure you slide over and hit that like button for me. We would like to get to 100 likes, okay? First things first, I want to talk about Victoria Monét. Y'all know she has that very handsome, in my personal, okay? Her fine baby daddy, okay? Let's talk about him real quick, and then. So a lot of people was over on his social media like a week or so ago, and y'all, they was all in this man's comments, and they was like, are y'all together? Are y'all together? First of all, let me get him up on the screen. Okay, I want to make sure I pull him up on the screen for the people that do not know what he looks like. Okay. Let me see if I can find an image, because it's giving that for sure. Okay. Let me save this. Well, I'll just show y'all this. I'll just show this to y'all, okay? Let me just show this one to y'all real quick, okay? Because this is a handsome man. This is a very handsome man. So this is her man, okay? This is Victoria Monét's baby daddy or whatnot, okay? Very handsome young man. Very handsome. So people were asking him, like, not too long ago, like, yo, are you still with Victoria? People was down in the comments. Every time you see him, he's with their daughter. He's always with their daughter. I'm about to go to her page real quick and see if she got like a photo of him over on her page, like a better one. Did she take all his pictures down? Because I know she had one up here at Once Upon a Time. Like when they took pictures together for the Grammys and stuff. Oh, there they go, girl. There they go, girl. Beautiful family. Beautiful little girl. She looked just like her daddy. It's crazy. Okay, I thought she had the picture of him up. But, oh, there he go. Games by Games. We could go to his page, okay? But this is the baby daddy. Okay. But anywho, a lot of people was on his page and they were like, hey, are you still with Victoria? Like, what's up with that? Everybody was all in his comments. And I'm like, can y'all back up out this man's comments? It's sleep, not y'all business. Okay, get out this man's comments. Child, all in this man's Kool-Aid like that. Well, I guess people act so much and Victoria got tired of hiding it and not sharing SHI. So she decided that she was going to come and let the people know that they are not together. Okay, so she put out this whole statement saying, with good intentions, we honestly have been avoiding a formal statement about something as natural and as personal as love. We originally preferred to keep this out of the public, as announcing this publicly is sure to make pain resurface, but it's becoming more and more difficult to suppress. Yes, we have seen all of the questions and extremely false accusations of our origin story. And when she says this, y'all, what she's talking about is people are alleging that when she got with this man, he was already engaged to another woman. And I don't know if they formed a friendship or something, but people allege that once he was done with that girl, he ended up getting with Victoria Monét. So it was like they were trying to insinuate that she broke up the relationship, but it seems like it may have already been broken up by the time she got with him. But either way, she's saying that those accusations were false as well. She says, we have thought long and hard about whether we owed it to anyone to explain where we are as we heal, since we understand how social media can magnify the truth or run far with untruths. Ultimately, we decided to be open and address it in hopes to put a period on the question marks for the sake of our healing process. Now, I slick feel like they should have kept it to themselves and let people continue to speculate what's really good. Because it's y'all business. You know, she says, we spent the last 10 months trying to respectfully and privately navigate the fact that we are no longer in a relationship. Though we still completely adore and respect each other, we are not a couple anymore. There was no infidelity, toxic behavior, nor drama. We both just have some fundamental growing to do that would be best done apart so we can remain the best versions of ourselves for our daughter. I really feel like she probably was just too busy. Probably too busy. Yeah. Hey, that probably affected the relationship, her just being so busy all the time, because I feel like over the past year or so is when she has grown as an artist and demand for her has been at the highest. So of course that's going to cause wear and tear on the relationship. And when you're aiming for success, she may not always be in control of her scheduling like that. And for a person that's not actually in her field, they may not fully understand that. So that could be a reason as to why, they broke up. He was already aware that she is, from my understanding, bisexual. There were videos that showed her grinding all up on Miss Tiana Taylor. So I don't know if that could have played a factor and he could have felt the way about that, or something. But she said that they ain't had no drama. It was no infidelity, no toxic behavior. They just, I guess, grew apart. I think they grew apart because her career grew bigger. Okay, it simply didn't work out, and that's okay. We still think the world of each other and operate with love in every interaction. For our family, we have an incredible daughter to raise for life, and that is undoubtedly our number one priority. No relationship status can remove or replace that fact. We are committed to doing the inner work and trust that God will place us both where we belong in due time. Okay, so at this time, she and him are broken up, and I know she probably got tired of the questions, but child, I wouldn't have told you hoes nothing. I wouldn't have told y'all, eat mother. Keep asking. Keep asking. That's still me. That's still me, bitch. Yeah. Okay? That's still no. All right? Wouldn't have found out nothing from me. Yeah. But then I do understand with, sometimes your conscience may get at you, and it's like, let's just face the facts. Like the sooner we face the facts, the sooner we probably both can really heal from this. And maybe them saying it out loud in public made it even more real than what it was. So they had to face the music and they had to, move on. But I hate that. You never know. They could potentially get back together. That would be nice. And if not, good luck. He seemed like a great dad though. That little girl loves him. Loves him down. She stay with her daddy. Like, it's so cute. Like, they are just so freaking adorable. So yeah. I did see them comment on each other's page about their daughter and him saying that their daughter is going to help them heal with the things that they never got, right? Because I believe it was at a time when Victoria didn't know who her dad was, I believe. Or at least never talked to him in years or something like that, and she ended up, finding out who he was and stuff. So, you know, yeah, y'all. But I just wanted to talk about that because I meant to talk about it a long time ago, because I meant to talk about it earlier this week when it first happened, but I didn't get a chance to, or at least it slipped my mind. But I just wanted to say that I feel like they didn't have to come and tell nobody nothing. Okay. But it is what it is. Okay. Next up, real quick, is anybody watching this? Is anybody watching a fight night featuring so many heavy hitters? It's ridiculous. Okay. You got Taraji P. Henson, you got Kevin Hart, Samuel L. Jackson, Terrence Howard, Don Cheadle, child. You got what's that man name? David Banneker. Who else? They had Chloe Bailey in this thing. Lori Harvey. Like, girl, they got some. I said, girl, they paid some money for this. They paid some money for this. So we got a chance to binge it yesterday. So first of all, I didn't know when I first, because I was supposed to watch this weeks ago. I thought it was a movie. Then I started hearing that it was episodes. And I'm like, episodes? I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Like, I've never seen Kevin Hart in like an episodic or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And so we watched it, and I didn't know that. I thought all of the episodes were out, but they weren't. So it's a total of 8 episodes, but we binge watched 6 of them yesterday. Y'all, this is good. This is good. This is good. I'm not even gonna really tell y'all what it's about, but it is connected to a $1 million heist. Okay, because y'all know I will ruin it. I will spoiler alert the hell out of it, girl. Just spoil it down. Okay. No, even not even an alert, just spoil. So I'm not gonna tell y'all, but y'all can slide over there and check it out. And let me tell you, I don't know when this was filmed, but if it was filmed after Taraji said that it's been a hard for her and a struggle for her in Hollywood and stuff, I am so glad to see her get yet another opportunity to be on Peacock connected to NBC. Let me tell you, they paid these people. Do y'all hear what I say? I refuse to believe she would have took this opportunity. Well, I'm lying. I would be one to think that she turned. Okay. I was going to say I would be a fool to think that she took this opportunity on and did not get paid. But considering the fact that money is crazy right now with the economy, she probably would have took it, period. Okay, because you got to keep the bills and stuff flowing, right? But I want to believe everybody got paid. And Terrence, don't think that we didn't catch that last year. You said that you were retiring from acting. You remember that? And you done did about 2 films since you said that you was out of here. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. We likes it. Let me tell you, that's a good actor. That man's a good actor too. I'm just gonna say, the people that watched it, y'all remember the baseball, like when he was in the baseball thing, I forgot what they call it, but in the fence with the baseball gate, baby. No, what you somebody say how much Peacock paying you, girl? They ain't paying me nothing, okay? Nothing. So you feel like it's not good? You don't think it's good? Well, listen now. Keep in mind, this is my personal. That's your personal, okay? Remember how I couldn't stand Tyler Perry movie, and I thought it was trash? Divorce in the Black. Now that was my personal. Now for the ones that enjoyed it, that's your personal. And my personal is that I'm still going to check out the one he putting over there on Netflix. Now, judge me accordingly, honey. Okay? I am going to check that one out, too. Okay? And hoping for the best. But listen, this for me is good. I'm enjoying it. I am. I am. I think it's good. But I think Terrence Howard is a really good actor. I mean, all of them are doing good for the most part. But Terrence Howard in that little baseball gate had me screaming. Okay? And I'm like, Terrence, you over here really you really hitting the balls. You really over here, the batting cage. Thank you. Like you really doing your thistle. Okay. Child. Chloe. I can't remember your name. Lena, bitch. That's what you get. That's what you get. Hate to say it, girl. But that's what you get, honey. It's good. And child, listen, I was watching Kevin, and y'all saw Kevin and his little storyline and what's going on one side of town versus the other. I said, if this ain't true to life to how you was over there acting in real life, honey. But anywho, girl, it's cute. It's cute. I likes it. I'm looking forward to the next 2 episodes, okay? Okay, Don Cheadle is good. I do feel like with Don Cheadle, in my opinion, and y'all tell me, I feel like there are certain actors that will come to the set and require you to level up as an actor. And I feel like Don Cheadle is one of those men. I do. I wonder if Kevin thought that himself when being in scenes with Don, like, I gotta level up a bit, I gotta step it up. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, he does a great job. He does a great job. Oh, you know who else in it? Ronrico. Ain't that his name? Ronrico, the one that played on Sister as Tyreek. Wasn't his name Tyreek? Yeah. Him. Yes, 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 yes. Him. Listen, I enjoy it. I like it. I likes it. I likes it. I likes it. I likes it. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm ready. Okay, but I had to run that by y'all real quick to see who all has been watching it. Um, because it's good. It's good, and I hope that they get a second season at the minimum. Child, give us another. Don't let it be a limited series. Like, give us another season. Because one thing y'all will do, y'all will be quick to cancel our black shows. Y'all will be so quick to doing that. But it's giving that it's leaning towards this gonna be the only series, because once he achieves what he's trying to achieve, then what else is left? So it's given limited series, and it seems like it was so many different parts to the story that they couldn't put all of this in a movie, and so they decided to make it a series. And this is, and I will support limited series when there are some movies that are that good, and you be like, damn, this should have just been a series, right? So they can really relate everything that they are trying to get out. Okay, I see y'all saying it's limited. Damn. Well, I'll take it for what it is, child. I'll take it for what it is. It's good though. It makes sense. Because if they couldn't get it all in like 2 hours of a movie, they had to stretch it out, and I appreciate it. I think they're doing good. I think they are. So I just had to go ahead and run that by y'all and see if anybody had watched this, because I'm enjoying it, and I just wanted to know how y'all were feeling about it too. Um, I think that's what it was called, Run the World. I think there was no, Megan Good wasn't in that one. She wasn't in that one. I think that's Harlem. But Run the World is another one. I know who, I'm trying to remember the characters, but that was another one. But anywho, y'all, let's keep going. Y'all see this? Judge Mathis told you just he was gonna get his wife back. Didn't he say that? Didn't Judge Mathis tell you she's not finna go get her? Ain't she showing all her teeth? You could damn near see the back ones. Now, Miss Evelyn Braxton, I did tell you to go over there and get Judge Mathis, but I take that off the table as it seems like he is no longer on the market. Okay. Now, I do feel like she's keeping that divorce in place for now to see how long he act right. Now, if you want to act wrong, then I'm going to continue to proceed. But we going to, okay, I'm going to sit this right here. And we going to see what you going to do. Okay, so he got on here, and baby, let me tell y'all something. Judge Mathis ain't really been posting a whole lot of nothing for real. But baby, he couldn't wait to put her on here, and I ain't mad at it. Go get your lady. That's who you want. Yeah, hey, go do right and go get that woman. Okay, they over there with the grandkids and stuff. He having the time of his life, baby. Spending time with the family. He said, had a great day at the Santa Monica Pier with Linda and our granddaughters, Nora and Zara, honey. That man went and caught that flight and went home and spent time with that family. We are family. Hey, I got my wife with me. I know that's real. He went and got his, I'm not mad at it. So hopefully they can figure it out. I think it's too late in life for him to look, because here's the thing. I feel like he would lose a lot not being with her. I think that she lived a life of not having to work much, therefore heavily dependent upon him. So to be this late in life and she divorces you and take a great portion of your money, listen, they said it's cheaper to keep her. Okay, it is. And not only is it cheaper to keep her, it's cheaper to do right too. Okay, that's how you keep her. Okay, so we wish you good luck. We hope that it continues to work out for them. So I'm happy to announce that they was hanging out, honey, having a good time. He said he didn't need no sunshine there because he brought his sunshine with him. Okay. And that's his bookie boo, Miss Linda. So they're figuring it out. Good for them, right? Good for them. Let's keep going. Oh, girl, let me get my headphones. Do I need my? I don't think I need my headphones. Listen. Like up the video. 500 plus people in the chat. Y'all ain't got nothing going on. It's about to be 600. Go ahead and let's get us to 300 likes, please. Okay? Okay? Go ahead and do me that cute little favor. It don't cost a thing, okay? It don't cost a thing. Just like it up for me, please, and I thank you. We talked about this story earlier this year, okay? So there is a teacher by the name of Adriana Williams. Unfortunately, she is a member of my sorority. Unfortunately, girl, and I'm wondering if they about sent her the papers to tell her you have been kicked out. You are no longer a member of this organization. Okay. But okay, she went viral over there on the TikTok doing her little 1-2 dances and all of this and that. I think she used to be like a cheerleading coach or something, right? Well, she had got caught up, right? At like the top end of last year, top of this year, right? Because they said they had found some text messages and stuff in her phone where she was like interacting with another student, and they believe that some type of actions had took place with her and that student. So now she done got her ass in trouble. And here's the gag: the lady was married, and the lady had just had a baby. And you over here playing around with the students, man? So I don't believe that she got fired. I believe they gave her the space to resign on her own. And then shortly after that, Miss Girl ended up being arrested. Now we're going to get into the news story, but get into this, okay? They're saying a grand jury has indicted a former Daugherty County teacher. Monroe Comprehensive High School teacher Adriana Williams was arrested for 2 counts of sexual assault on a student in December of 2023. Okay, they're saying Williams, who is married and knowingly kissed and performed a sexual act on a student enrolled at the school. All right. They go on to say that the district attorney, Greg Edwards, commented on the importance of his office prosecuting cases, saying we must protect the integrity of both our educators and our children. Okay. He added, the way that a community protects its senior citizens, its disabled persons, and its children is reflective of the character of the community. Baby, if found guilty, Miss Williams could be facing up to 10 years in prison for each count. Girl, better not have been none of my kids. Okay. Check them phones. Get in them phones. 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 Okay? Let's keep going.
A grand jury has indicted Adriana Cobb Williams, the former Daugherty County teacher who was arrested for 2 counts of sexual assault of a student in December of last year. WALB has been following this case since the teacher's arrest. According to the indictment, Cobb Williams is facing 2 counts of sexual contact by an employee or agent in the first degree.
Of course, everyone, even persons indicted, are innocent until proven guilty in court. However, we believe, based upon the information that we have, that there's...
Today, a grand jury has indicted Adriana Cobb.
This teacher and TikTok star danced her way into getting millions of views on social media.
As far as his teaching go, I am unreachable. I'm #1 in your top 10.
Adriana Williams and her cheer team became an overnight hit.
You in my business?
Yes.
Don't do that.
No, you don't do that. You don't do that.
Alleged business is out there now after Williams was accused of having multiple sexual encounters with a student. The Shade Room has the warrant, and we're learning more about the student involved, where these alleged sex crimes took place, and what you can do to protect your kids from possible abuse.
It is our job to keep them safe.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
You're done, Tookie Duke. Okay? It's going to happen. The question is, how much time are you going to get? I think that there should be some remorse shown. I don't know if your attorney is giving you the proper steps of stuff. They're probably telling you, go ahead and go to counseling. Go ahead and do this and that. So when it comes, just go ahead and plead guilty so that you can get a softer charge and you can get lesser time. Being that she likely has not had any trouble, possibly to be, maybe she hasn't had any trouble. This is a first offense. She could potentially get a little time in some probation, or she could potentially not get no time at all. But the question gonna be is, do she gotta register as an offender, a SO? Okay. Now, she could just get straight probation. She could get locked up. She could get probation, and that probation could come with a bid date. A bid date is where you could potentially get off early. Okay. They'll give you that date too, I'm sure. All right. So I don't know, y'all. So when y'all be seeing people that got like 10 years probation or whatever, they could potentially be off in about 3, 5, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They stay. So I don't know, but she gonna have to lay low. Girl. And then my other question is, and I know this does not matter, right? Because at the end of the day, this is a student and you are a teacher, and there's a certain role that you're supposed to play as a teacher, period. But my question is also, was this student 18? And if so, is the attorney going to try to play that up as though the student was legal, right? Because you're 18 or whatever. I feel like I don't give a damn. You know how you're supposed to operate. I feel like all these kids is babies, period. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say, like, I just don't see them being grown till they're like 25, if that. You know what I'm saying? So I do question about the age of the kid and whether the attorney's going to try to use that as an angle to try to soften the blow. But they put you in a leadership role that you took advantage of, and you're going to have to be held responsible for your actions on that. Like, girl. That is,
Williams,
girl.
the former Doherty County teacher.
I don't like all that. Okay? You did it to yourself, man. It's a very unfortunate situation, girl. But I just don't. Anyway, honey, good luck. All right, so we'll find out more when they had a trial, or what if they have one. She might plead guilty and just go straight to sentencing. Okay. So, and what, I don't even know if her child is one. If so, the child may just be one. So if you have to do some time, girl. And then how your husband doing? Is he still, I haven't heard that you got a divorce, so he must still be holding you down. Girl, I guess that's stuff for worse, honey, for better or for worse. Let me move on, child. Okay. Let's get to British. Y'all remember British on what is it called? Basketball Wives? Yeah, you know what? Let me see, cause as I'm thinking about Basketball Wives, there was a clip that I want to play. Okay, it wasn't shown or anything. I think Jay's, is it Jay's reality blog? Yeah, I think they had it, and it has something to do with the finale more recently, and I wanted to touch on that real quick as we talk about them. Is this it? Yep, it was a deleted scene, girl. We gonna get into that. Okay, we gonna get into that in just a second. Okay, so let's get back to British real quick. Okay, so British, y'all know British is serving time. I believe she ended up getting sentenced to like 5 years for like some type of business fraud. And I think it may have been like some PPP loan stuff and trying to get some type of services for a business. And she falsified records or whatnot. So she's serving time right now. Okay, she's serving time. She got locked up at the top of January. And I think she has to do like, what, 5 years, I think? Well, child, not much longer after she got arrested, it was announced that her her ex-fiance, her baby daddy, he could be facing some time too. And they're saying the former basketball player Lorenzo Gordon faces 10 years in prison after pleading guilty to pandemic fraud just 1 year after his ex-fiance Brittish Williams was sentenced to 4 years. Okay, so it was 4 years and not 5. But everybody says she's in federal, so she's going to do the full amount of time. But I question that, right? Because wasn't Apollo in federal as well? And he didn't do the full time. I think he was supposed to do 10 years and got out in 7 or something, whatever it was. Apollo didn't do like the full time from what I thought. So that's why I question if she's going to do the full time. And they might have a softened heart for her after 2 years is what I question. Because of her daughter. They may not give a damn, but then they might give her early release and let her do them last 2 years on some type of home confinement, a probation or something like that. And she's gonna be right back over there on Basketball Wives because Shawnee gonna make sure she got a check of some sort, I'm sure. But either way, the boyfriend is facing time now, and I really feel bad for the little girl because who is her child finna go with? Maybe his mom or her mom. Goodness gracious. They're saying that he pled guilty to theft of more than $250,000 in pandemic-related funds. Gordon admitted to fraudulently applying for multiple Paycheck Protection Program loans, and in addition to that, 3 economic injury disaster loans. Gordon allegedly received $107,000 in PPP loans and $165,000 in EIDL loans. On top of that, it's being reported he got money advances. According to reports, he applied for the money under several business names, including Logo Fitness, LLC, Elite 50 Basketball Training, and Elite Health and Fitness Company. Okay, they're saying if he is found guilty, Gordon faces up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. As previously stated, this is coming just 1 year after his ex-fiance was found guilty of committing fraud. All right. And she had to pay, her restitution is $565,000. Girl, when you get out, you better start a lawn company. You better find you a landscaping company. Okay. Start you some type of landscaping company and get you some people to work for you, girl, and see how you finna pay this off. But you definitely gonna have to go over to the Basketball Wives for sure. You better be trying to do all kind of reality TV shows that you can. Now the question is whether they're gonna be paying what they used to pay by the time you come out. Okay, because the people is all about getting a lot for a little. Okay, definitely child, praying for the baby. I hope that she's okay. I'm wondering how the dad is having this conversation. Like, mommy had to go away and daddy may have to go away too. That's a lot to take on. Okay, this is going to be a very critical time in her life that could shape a lot of the rest of her life. So, it's sad. I hate it. I hate it. And I feel like they could have got away with it if they weren't so greedy at the same time. Because there's been plenty of people that, I saw, because, girl, I was being a little nosy. Okay, you know how they had, put out the list and stuff like that. You could see people that would get like 25 and get a little piece of that. Now, see, had y'all been getting y'all like a little piece of 20 or something like that, y'all probably wouldn't have got in no trouble. But y'all over here falsifying records and lying and getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. They was going to get y'all. It was only a matter of time. And I can imagine all of the people that did get those PPP loans in large quantities, I can imagine them shaking in their boots, not knowing if they're going to, spin the block and come get them. But you better be coming up with your ideas while you locked up, Miss British. You better come out with some type of skincare, body scrub, something. You know what I'm saying? Come up with something. For you, some lashes ain't gonna be enough. You're gonna need more than lashes, ain't it? You're gonna need more than that. Girl, you know what? Go get your CDL. Can you get a CDL after you've been locked up? I would think so. You might have to go drive trucks for a while. You might have to do a load. Okay? You might have to go get your little license or something like that and start driving trucks and run up a check so that you can go ahead and pay these folks off real quick, okay? But we wish you the best, child. You and that man. Good luck. Let's keep going, all right? Now, as we talk about Basketball Wives, I want to get into this real quick, okay? Just a little piece, okay? And this was a deleted scene. And they're saying that Brooke, y'all know Brooke, Basketball Wives, she felt the way about Evelyn still maintaining a relationship with Dr. Cheyenne. For the people that do not know, Dr. Cheyenne is the woman that sat on that podcast with, what's that man's name? Cam Newton, and collected him. Okay, and she took all his infinity stones away from him, but he still managed to have some because he got all these kids. Her. That's the one that sat down and had the conversation. So Brooke can't stand this woman. And for me, Brooke get on my nerves, okay? It's just that what it is, okay, girl? Brooke irritates me more than Brandy. She does. It's like she gives Evelyn energy, right? Like you just do walk around like you could beat everybody up. And I just feel like being as old as you are, like when do you alter that? When do you change that just a little bit? Like you trying to fight it. Now granted, Cheyenne was being a little messy when she tried to call her out at the luncheon or whatever. And that wasn't really right. But at the same time, like you just be ready to go at everybody. And I think you did this last year when they was trying to like have a birthday function or something. You tried to run up on somebody last year. Who was it that was on the show and ended up leaving? Because Brittany Renner left, and then it was another girl. I can't remember, but you always do this, and I just need you to grow up just a little piece, okay? But let's get into it.
So I know Evelyn and you kind of hit it off, but anyone else?
No, Ev's the only one that we kind of just hit it off. We were cool, and I wouldn't say that we're BFFs, our friends, but I will say that we've talked and there's a vibe and it's been cool. She's been nothing but respectful.
You guys are still cordial?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a surprise to you, Brooke?
Yes.
Is it? Why?
We can continue.
No, I'm asking.
It's surprising to me that Evelyn is still friends with Cheyenne or cordial with her.
Yeah.
Because you don't know her.
No, I mean, it's not like we're like phone boning and talking on the phone. Every time we've been in this group of ladies, I've always had positive interactions with her. Like I filmed with her out.
Positive?
Me personally, yeah. I mean, I've witnessed drama and chaos.
You
but
haven't had one-on-one issues that weren't so positive? Not issues, but one-on-one conversations that weren't so positive?
With Cheyenne?
Yes.
As far as what?
As far as me.
Oh, no, I'm talking about my personal relationship.
Yeah, your
with
personal
her.
relationship with her. When you've had one-on-one conversations with her that included me, that was a positive experience for you?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my...
That's what I'm talking about.
But you pivoting somewhere else.
Yes,
You're gonna stay here.
Are you alluding to the fact that they had they got into an argument?
No, they didn't get into an argument. They went and had a one-on-one conversation. And, with Evelyn not knowing her and being
We've
my
never
friend,
had an argument. Our
Nina.
conversation was between us two. She wasn't present.
Okay.
So
I wasn't
Evelyn,
present, yeah.
The question was, have
Nina,
you had a bad experience with me directly? And we have not had a bad experience with
I'm
each other
talking to my
directly.
friends.
So that was the question.
I'm talking to Evelyn and responding to Nina.
Okay,
so what I'm saying is they had a one-on-one conversation, and
the question was
the
to Evelyn.
conversation was
Why are we
about
still having
me.
this
She can respond to it. Involved her. She can respond. Go ahead.
The conversation was about me, and it was in a negative way from Cheyenne, with Evelyn listening.
Okay.
And as my friends, I felt like Evelyn didn't defend me for one, or she doesn't know her.
No, so you didn't feel like she defended you from
at all in the conversation.
At all.
And now she's saying that
you're agreeing.
What if she did when the cameras weren't rolling?
What do you mean? I'm in that scene that you're talking about between you and Evelyn. I did say something.
No, I'm just saying. What if she?
I'm not talking about when the cameras weren't rolling. I'm talking about when the cameras were rolling.
But what if she did when the cameras were rolling and it just edited out?
Brandy, come on. Come on. One thing you can't do is discredit me as a friend to you.
I'm not discrediting.
You can't.
I've never discredited you as a friend.
And you cannot even say anything
I'm just saying
outside
it has to make sense.
What the issue that I feel like what you guys have, first of all, you're my friend, Evelyn's my friend.
Same issue.
You're my friend.
But when I have
Evelyn's
an
my
issue,
friend,
or
and
if
I'm
I
the
do
middle
something,
person. So
it's
you
way
came
worse.
that's not true. You came back into
just
this group.
Carry on with your friend.
You came back into this group.
Sorry,
and
I was acting like Cheyenne and I
with my relationship with Evelyn from the beginning.
Carry on.
Because you guys didn't have a
relationship.
That is not my
Carry
problem.
on.
That it has nothing to do with me.
Go ahead.
Again.
Go ahead.
The same way I didn't get in between you and Malaysia.
You just interrupted, though,
I'm
so
not
you know she's
going
gonna
to with Evelyn.
Go ahead.
Okay, we obviously have more.
Go ahead.
We got more to
So
unpack
anyways,
between
like
the
I
two
was
of you,
saying,
but
was
I understand.
Go ahead.
She's saying that she felt like you didn't defend her. Do you want to respond
To
to that?
someone who's not her friend or within the friend
because
group.
that's not what we were discussing. You asked me a question and you said, basically, we're asking me how was my friendship with her or our.
You said every interaction was positive.
I've never had a negative personal interaction with her.
Not
We've never,
personal.
No,
Right.
I've never. Every time I filmed with her, every single time we've
She's
always
saying between the two of them.
between
it's
us.
been
Like I've
fine.
been around and bombs are exploding and stuff like that.
No, but that was a one-on-one conversation that you and her had. So that was not positive. It was nothing positive.
I'm talking about her as a person. Her
Listen, I can't. Listen, Brooke, girl, I don't, this is what I don't be getting about. Oh, y'all hear me say it time and time again. And I always say it because there's always somebody new listening. I just don't be rocking with that because I'm beefing with them. You beef with them too. No. Now, I mean, especially, like, I can see if it was like somebody like smashed on your man or something like that. We don't know they BIT. Like, no, I don't fuck with her either. You know what I'm saying? But if we're in a friend group, that's y'all issue. Why are you trying to make y'all issue my issue? That ain't my issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that is so damn childish to me. I just don't agree with that. But wasn't she in an awkward position supporting Evelyn when her and Brandy about had got into it? Because I just be seeing clips and stuff, and it looked like Brandy was upset that Evelyn was throwing into her face about her man cheating and all this other stuff. And then Brooke did the same thing too. Brooke was throwing it in her face a little bit, talking about her man cheating and her being with him, but then you trying to turn around and want to turn up on people at the dinner table or something. Like, Brooke gets on, I just can't. Like, grow up, ma'am. Grow up. Please grow up, okay? Thank you for the super chat, Chi Chi. How's it going? It's going great. It's going great. Thank you for the super chat. Michaela, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And you know, y'all watching that clip, it's just like, yo, y'all don't be talking about nothing. And then y'all so much older, like, y'all not ready to move. Shawnee, you not ready to move on? Like, how y'all cancel Basketball Wives Orlando? It's giving y'all canceled it, or at least haven't give them any announcement that you're going to return, bring it back, because you know that it's going to outshine these ladies over here. Like, I see what y'all trying to do with keeping the same ladies. Y'all are trying to do something similar to Real Housewives of Atlanta, like keeping the same women and all of that. Like, honestly, for the people that do watch the show, Jaceel, I don't know why she's here. I don't know why. Like, she doesn't give nothing. She gives, I don't want to ruffle no feathers. I'm on the good people side. Like, I'm trying to be friends with everybody. Like, she brings, I don't know why she here, girl. Okay? Y'all just need to consider recasting again. I don't know. Or either sit Brooke down somewhere. I don't know. Or just put the show on pause. Just pause it. Just pause it. Okay? Good luck, child. Let's move on. Bow Wow and Kiyomi. Let's get into them. So it looks like Kiyomi explains, okay, why. So first of all, Kiyomi is I would say like an IG model in a sense. And she used to date Bow Wow back in the day. I believe they were both on Growing Up Hip Hop together at some point. Y'all know for Bow Wow to be as short as he is, and it's not me to clown, short men or anything like that, because my man ain't all that tall either, okay? He be really getting with some nice women. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like, dude, you know what, girl? Listen, now some of the short men, girl, well, they got that. Who? Okay. Well, some of them got the lumberjack. Some of them got something down there. Okay. So maybe Bow Wow got that thing to get them ladies. He must have had that thing from Miss Erica Mina to say that she wanted to return to Love and Hip Hop, only for her to break up with him and be right back over there. So, he had her mind gone. So maybe that thing was thinking like that. I don't know. But anywho, y'all remember that time he had an elevator incident with Kiyomi? I think they got into a scuffle or whatever like that. And I think she could have scratched him up. I think this is her and him. Okay, so they getting into it about something. And then when the pictures came out, his face was all marked the hell up and stuff. Looked like she about gave him a whooping. I mean, from the looks of it on the camera, she don't look that much taller than him, actually. Because he damn sure all in her face. Like, This is so disrespectful.
Well, for me, it
Okay,
was
so disrespectful. But
when
she
I was
goes
with Val, I
on
was
to explain like what he was really mad at and why they really got into it. Okay.
1,000% faithful. Like what? Niggas couldn't even like. I was untouchable, baby. He saw the DM. So Shaq was at the party. It was a girl standing beside
Shaquille
me, and
O'Neal.
she was like trying to get a picture, and she was like, "Can you tap him to get a picture?" And I tapped Shaq, and I'm like, "She wants a picture." I asked Shaq for the picture.
Wait. Did he know that you and Shaq was DMing prior to that?
I told you he grabbed my phone and looked at it and was like, "I want to see what niggas have been DMing you."
So you wait a minute.
When we first started our relationship.
Hold on. So you know this man know you and Shaq done DM. And you gonna lean over.
I never DM'd him back.
But you know Shaq done DM'd you.
A period. He didn't DM you.
Don't matter. Don't matter. And
I
you
didn't
linked
speak to him. I didn't speak to him.
Why
I
is he trying to
said
make
she
this
want to
no
take a
phone?
picture. That was it. That was all. That was it. Shaq said no. He was like, no. And I was like, girl, look, I said, girl, he said no. When I was with Val, I was 1,000% faithful. Like, what? For her.
Yeah.
And then he was like, ha, 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 I'm just joking. And I think the ha, 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 I'm just joking sent your boy off.
Oh, so Shaq flirted with you?
I guess, but I didn't take
You don't guess. That was a flirt.
How is that a flirt when she's asking him to take, she wants a picture? No. Yeah, no problem. That's his goofy personality. He do stupid stuff like that. I don't think that had nothing to do with him flirting with her in that moment, but okay.
All that was a flirt.
I wasn't doing it with ill intent. Like, I'm trying to get...
Right. And it seems like Chaotic still trying to paint it out like she was wrong or something. Like it was her fault. Like whatever Bow Wow did, he was justified. Am I the only person getting that vibe?
Yeah, you was...
But he didn't do it there. It was when we got in the car that it set him... Like, as soon as we got in the car...
It's just
the fuck you think you doing talking to niggas, da, da, da. And I'm just like, what is going on? So I'm just quiet because that's just my nature. I'm just quiet. And y'all seen the elevator. Y'all seen the elevator shit. That's what happened in the elevator.
The elevator.
And I was just being quiet because that's just how I am.
That elevator video was crazy.
It was over some, I think you flirting in my face type of shit. And I was not flirting. I was like, it wasn't for me, it was for her.
Yeah.
And then he was like, ha ha ha, I'm just...
Interesting. I don't know about the text message situation, but I believe her. I feel like men, regardless of your height, regardless of how much money you got or how little you have, insecure ones primarily operate like that. Like when they they're either insecure or they're cheating on you already, or maybe a little bit of both, right? Those to me, and I'm only relating this because of a past relationship, and you come out of nowhere with some unhinged weird like this, you know, you already got your other shit going on. For you to want to try, oh, you cheating on me, all this other stuff. You know, that's definitely insecurity a bit. It's definitely you cheating. It's definitely you wanting to have control. You know what I'm saying? I don't like all that energy. I'm glad she got out of that relationship because then she got pregnant by him, and I think that she ended up miscarrying. She has a son now, a beautiful kid. But with somebody else. But yeah, like that's some crazy behavior. And I believe everything she's saying. Remember how he got that girl pregnant with his son? And then he came online like disrespecting her and being all rude and all of this other SHI. He tried to give Joy the same SHI when he came to his daughter Shy. He wanted to try and act like that when his kid too. Only to find out it is, and the little girl looked just like him, child. She's so cute, but she's growing up to kind of look like her mom. She's so cute. But you was really intimidated by Shaq, and I'm thinking, what is it? The height? Or was it it couldn't have been the height, because I feel like even if it wasn't Shaq and it probably was Scrappy, or it probably was any other random guy that said that, you know, she was talking to, I think he would have blew a gasket anyway. He was going to do that anyway because that's just how he is. And I also feel like that wasn't his first time doing that stuff to her. I think a lot of their relationship was like that. You know? Because he toxic. Now, I don't know what Bow Wow is now, okay? This is from 2019. So, I mean, maybe he's grown up a little bit, but it definitely was given toxic, and he liked that type of energy. And he was definitely trying to have control over her. Like, I can't. Anywho, I'm glad she made it out of that situation. And it's crazy to hear that all of that spiraling happened all because she asked Shaq a question. Okay. That's crazy. You don't want your girl to talk to nobody. That's crazy. Let's keep going. Herbo. So y'all know he owes those attorneys like a lot of money because he was in trouble for like some type of fraud or whatever, and he was almost gonna have to like face like prison time and pay a lot of money. But what ended up happening was they kind of got him off. So now they're suing him for over $200,000 because they said that he never paid them for their legal fees or whatever, never paid them for their legal work. And I thought that was some of the funniest stuff in the world, because if you just sat up here and represented this man that was out here committing fraud and scheming and thought that he wasn't finna scheme y'all, it's comical. And I don't know why y'all didn't already have a payment plan set up as you go, okay? As we go, I'm gonna need you to pay. The moment you stop paying, it's the moment we stop working. Y'all didn't do that, so here we are. So now that the news has come out, he feels the need to want to clear up some things, okay? So let's see what he got to say.
So instead of like writing one of those big long paragraphs when people issue statements, I figure I'd rather just talk about it. I want to address this lawsuit and my greedy, shiesty ass law firm, Prince Lobo, that I hired. First of all, I paid y'all $1 million. $1 million. I think a little over $1 million. But this invoice of what y'all suing me for put y'all well over $1 million. And I didn't even go to trial. I pled guilty. I pled guilty to something I had minor or little involvement in the first place. And I only had my name on 5 pages of discovery. So out of the 1 million or whatever pages of discovery that y'all read, because that's what y'all want to do so y'all could charge me by the hour, my name was only on. So instead of like 5 pages of this shit, only on 5 pages of discovery, I went into the courtroom pleading guilty, and I was able to walk out of the courtroom and be with my family, remain free based off of mitigation. And for those who don't know what mitigation is basically an argument based upon who I am as a person, the community work and the stuff that I do in the community. Basically, I went into the courtroom and was able to walk home free based off who I am as a person. My lawyers ain't even really do shit. You know how to, like, when people catch cases and they beat the case and they take pictures with their lawyer, like, oh, thank you. I didn't have to do that because I pled guilty to the shit. I didn't have to go to trial. And my argument was who I am as a person and the likeliness that that'll never happen again. Glad this shit over with so I could speak on it. I don't know how to do fraud. I was fighting a case for conspiracy to commit wire fraud and identity theft. I ain't never did fraud a day in my fucking life. I went to jail. 5 pages of this shit. Only on 5 pages of discovery. For paying a nigga hundreds of thousands of dollars to do shit for goods and services when I was 18 years old. 18, 19 years old, paying a nigga $20,000 for a jet, $15,000 for a crib, thousands of dollars for cars, rental cars and shit, and he doing that shit illegally. That ain't had nothing to do with me. I had money already. I wasn't going to steal from people. I wasn't stealing people's credit cards and taking their identity to go further my career. Y'all misinformed me that I would even be debanked, that I was going to get debanked and banks wouldn't even allow my business anymore after I fought this case. So on top of that, I had to get big ass checks sent back to me and then figure out which bank gonna take me so I could put the money that I already have in the bank. And I can't even make no new money. I got millions of dollars in deals on the table right now that I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the checks that I have already and where they gonna send these new wires, because y'all misinformed me that I would lose business and be debanked behind this shit. So not only did y'all, for paying a nigga, overcharge me, y'all misinformed me, y'all misrepresented me, and y'all took advantage of me. And y'all think just because I'm young and black and successful and I'm an artist that I'm uneducated. Like, I don't know right from wrong. I should have never paid $1 million to y'all in the first place. Everybody on my team advised me to sue y'all for excessive billing. Y'all suing me because y'all greedy and money hungry, and y'all feel like I owe y'all $230,000, which I don't feel like I owe y'all shit. But if y'all would have reached out to my team before issuing this public lawsuit, we would have paid y'all. We'd have got to the bottom of it. I just wanted to speak about it publicly because people get the wrong message, and they get, you know what I'm saying, shit'll go through loopholes and people will look like, oh yeah, I stole or I'm in the wrong. I honestly am not in the wrong. Y'all took advantage of me. I paid y'all $1 million. I didn't go to trial. It's people who fight murder charges that didn't have to pay $1 million to their attorney. I knew I had no involvement in this case. Y'all know I don't overcharge me. Y'all don't do fraud. I never done fraud in my life. And I'm suffering from this shit because I didn't tell on a nigga, because I didn't snitch. That's the reason why I'm fighting this case. I'm not going to run off on a $230,000 bill. I already paid y'all $1 million. And I didn't even know that y'all was about to issue this public lawsuit. And I'm innocent. I didn't even do shit. I don't do fraud. I never done fraud in my life.
All right, y'all. So listen, I do think there is a possibility that he could have been finessed. I do think that when like, that's one of the, it's not easy. Like, being an attorney is hard, but they definitely get paid and they are definitely rewarded accordingly with those billable hours. I feel like you could be getting billed for hours that them motherfuckers ain't even working. Okay. And although I'm thinking about one job where I worked with a lot of attorneys and they were paid by billable hour, and a lot of times they weren't even doing the work and they were still sending in like invoices to get like their check. But anyway, girl, so it's very possible, and I'm just like, show the receipts. Okay, show the receipts of the 1 million that you said that you paid up front, and it could, I'm like, and you probably gonna have to pay to get you another attorney, you know, for them to look through the files and stuff and see where this 237,000 could, you know, possibly be written off or, you know, like dismissed or whatever. My other thing is, did you sign any paperwork? Did you sign any paperwork that you did not read that makes that 237,000 justifiable? Possibly, is what I'm wondering. So I don't know. They could have potentially taken advantage of him. For you to pay $1 million up front for this Fed case, that I don't really hear that often of people paying that much money, if that is true. If that, because see, we don't know, because we need to see the receipts. Right? But if he did pay $1 million up front, I gotta see what the 237,000 is really for, to see whether or not they are owed that amount. So I don't know. Like, y'all really think G Herbo paid them folks $1 million? Is it bad that I never really saw him as well, girl, let me be quiet. I don't know. I don't want to say he don't seem like a millionaire, but I don't know what's in that man's pockets. I don't know. He probably got other investments, probably make a whole bunch of money from doing shows. I mean, I don't really hear him rap. When he do rap, it's off key. I don't hear him dropping albums, but then he's not my cup of tea. So I don't really be into him like that for real, for real. So, I mean, he could have paid them folks $1 million, you know, to beat this case. Maybe that's not an uncommon thing, but 237, you know. How it was worded, let him tell it. He didn't know anything about it. How they worded it made it seem like they sent this to him already and he's avoiding payment. So y'all need to figure that out, okay? But it's very possible, okay? I feel like, shit, girl, we be getting finessed by insurance companies, hell, doctors' offices and stuff if you don't do your further research. So ain't no telling. It's possible that a law firm can finesse you. But at the same time, you trying to sit up here and downplay their role for going into the courthouse and representing for you. Not all the time is your case heard right at that moment. So if they go into the courthouse and they sit up there waiting to be called on, then I'm sure they expect to get paid for the time that they sit up there working on your case or sitting in there waiting for your case to be called, because they can't get to know other clients, right? So don't try and downplay, I didn't even do that. I didn't even have a trial and this, that, and the other. Like, sometimes that don't really matter. Okay, there are still negotiations and things that are likely needing to be had, emails and conversations that are going back and forth between the DA or whoever's office and them. So it's a lot that goes into it, not just, you know, that portion. So we'll see, you know, what really happens. I wish he would just drop a receipt and confirm to the people that he did pay them $1 million. All right, but either way, child, good luck. Okay, good luck to you. Good luck to you. All right, we have over 800 people in the chat, so if we could get the likes up, that would be great. Go ahead and do that for me, please. Y'all, I'm so tired. When I tell you they is wearing Diddy out for almost, it's about to be a year straight. Okay? And they have been wearing him out. This man has yet another lawsuit. And every time we talk about it, I always say I expect another one. But I really don't be ready for another one so soon. Does that make sense? So soon? Everybody ain't lying. Do y'all be hearing his attorney sit up there and talk sometime? His attorney, I don't think his attorney is I think his attorney is an op. I do. Not that I really care, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, he tries to say things in defense of Diddy. But for you to know your client and you watch him in interviews and know that he does not like to answer questions straightforward, and you want him to get on the stand to tell his side, it sounds nice, but it's not going to go the way that you think. Okay? It's just not. Somebody else is suing him for being drugged, repeatedly assaulted, and getting pregnant by him. But the gag is they saying that Miami was threatening the girl and telling the girl to have the abortion. Now, they're calling this woman Jane Doe. But for me, I was questioning whether the woman is Gina. Soon as I heard it, and I hear Caresha harassing, all I thought about is BITCH, you a eater. Diddy would have had you on your knees. I feel like that's incriminating evidence right there. He would have had you. Meaning, he operate like he a little piece of a pimp. That's crazy work. They're saying Jane Doe first met Diddy in fall of 2020 overseas after he invited her on a trip to the lawsuit alleges. Now, after visiting him in spring of 2022 in Miami, the lawsuit says she woke up and her feet were purple and bruised with a bite mark on her heel, stating she was unaware of how she got the injuries. The lawsuit also states that the Jane Doe was compelled to ingest an unknown substance before she learned that it was or contained the drug ketamine and or other substances, which caused her to black out and lose consciousness. Later, she took a pregnancy test, which said positive. The lawsuit alleges that the City Girls rapper Young Miami, whose legal name is Caresha Brownlee and is the apparent ex-girlfriend of Combs, harassed Jane Doe repeatedly, calling her and telling her to have an abortion. Now, this was in when she said she met this man? Was it 2020? Okay, fall 2020. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I think that was around the time. Was that around the time? I think that was in the beginning of Caresha starting to date Diddy. Let me see. So she was linked to him in 2021, and they ended up going to P's control, the one of the CEOs of Quality Control. I don't think he is anymore. But they met at his birthday party, which I thought was typically in March. Let me see. Let's see. When is his birthday typically? Because I could have sworn. Let me do this. Okay, I don't think they say. But I thought his birthday was like around the springtime. So anywho, so you were new to a relationship because you got linked with this man in 2021. Because let her tell it when she's done. So it's in November. Okay. It's in November. I'm not sure when. I thought it was in the spring. But You must have been dating Diddy much longer than what you said, because she said in an interview that she met him at P's birthday party. So if that wasn't in the beginning of 2021, but see, they're still saying that she was connected to him in 2021. So if you first met Diddy in the fall of 2020, and then you visited, okay, so that's what it was. She visited him in spring of 2022. Okay, then that makes sense. Because by that time, him and Miami were official. Got you. Okay. Because I'm like, girl, you're new to this doggone relationship and you automatically trying to get somebody to have an abortion. Like, are you crazy? But by that time, she about was a year and some change into the relationship. Either way, it's not right. That ain't your body. But they go on to say that the Jane Doe later had a miscarriage and claimed she did not speak to Combs or members of his camp for 3 months. Then in late 2022, as the lawsuit alleges, Combs began communicating with Jane Doe again and began compelling her to travel with and to him. He would harass her through text messages, calls, and third parties until she agreed. During her visit to Combs, the lawsuit states he made the alleged victim perform a show for him, giving her alcohol and other substances until she ultimately passed out. Then she would wake up with no recollection of what occurred or how she had injuries. The alleged behavior continued until July of this year. July of this year, even after details came out about how he was moving, even after the video of him assaulting Cassie? I don't know how this is going to look in the court of law. The lawsuit states Jane Doe tried drinking water which tasted strange and made her feel unwell. The next morning, she felt ill and confused and could not remember what happened the night before, and the bedroom was in a disarray. The lawsuit alleges that during a 4-year span, Combs consistently pressured her into the bedroom, adding other men and women despite her saying she did not want others involved. He made threatening jokes, and the alleged victim feared for her safety if she failed to comply with his demands. Ooh, child, she was forced to witness him slap and abuse other women. She said he tracked her location, monitored her conversations. He would refer to statements made by her when Combs was not present. He discouraged the alleged victim from working. And when she would try to be financially independent, Combs would pay her an allowance as a form of control. Now, see, listen, that'll different than the future girl. Now, she complied with his behavior, the lawsuit claims, out of fear of what he would do if she said no. The alleged victim is seeking a certain amount of damages that she has not made known, and she's seeking a certain amount from him. I don't know what to think. I'm torn because I feel like he very well could have got into her psyche the same way he did with Cassie. Right? Because he held her career over her head, right? With this young lady, I don't know. Because it's like you continue to rock with him and continue to go around. Maybe it was because you needed your bills paid. You continue to rock with him and go around even after the lawsuit came out of what he did to Cassie and you were already experiencing the same. But I don't want to really put that off on her because I don't know her state of mind at the time and what was really going on within her to make her want to continue to stay around. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it really was fear. You know, if it's Gina, I question. And I say that because you was over there with the shits with Miami all on social media and stuff, going back and forth and talking your big with her too. So I don't know what the hell to make of this. I don't know. And Caresha, if you did have anything to do with this, shame on you. As you sat on that podcast trying to play it out like what those people went through, I didn't go through. He didn't put me through that. Well, how is it this young lady is experiencing some of the very similar things that Cassie has experienced and others, but for some reason, you're the one. You're the top notch that hasn't experienced none of this stuff. That don't make sense. Somebody lying. Okay? That's crazy. Thank you so much, Roman's Rage, for the super chat. If it's Gina, she said Diddy stomped on. That's right, stomped on her in an old interview. My question is, if the man been putting hands and feet on you and drugging you, why are you suing now? Her and Caresha are the same, money hungry. Thank you so much for the super chat. And you know what? With you saying this, if it's Gina, she said Diddy stomped on her. You know what? Now that I think about it, I believe that interview took place before 2020. But I'm about to double check to see. I really feel like that interview took place before 20. Let me see. This interview took place in 2019. But I don't know exactly when Gina met Diddy, if she mentioned it in this interview that she did with Tasha. So if that was in 2019, she says she met him in 20. So was he stomping you already in your, if this is Gina, was he already stomping you? Not this person saying they didn't meet Diddy till fall of 2020. So it may not be Gina, because Gina did this interview in 2019 with Tasha. So this could be a completely different woman. I was thinking it was Gina, but now when I look at the dates, she did that interview with Tasha in June of 2019. June of 2019, and this woman says she met Diddy in fall of 2020 overseas. So it's not Gina. It's somebody completely different. And if she did meet him overseas and she's foreign to this land, listen, she could have continued to go back to stay here. He could have been holding her green card or something over it. She met him overseas. I don't know if she's from overseas or what, or if she was from America and met him overseas or whatnot, but she could potentially not even be of this country. And that could be one of the reasons why she continued to go back and be involved in whatever he had going on, especially if he's paying her bills and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what promises he made. That's crazy. And then if she don't got no family and she's isolated, that's another reason that she will run back and still be a part of the circus in a sense. And then stop messing with him until this year. When, likely, and I hate to say it sounds like to me, in my opinion, she may have stopped messing with him when she had no choice but to stop messing with him in July. Because remember, around Mother's Day, Caresha was caught still linked to Diddy, right? So at some point, once he probably got wind of how the people was moving, he had to shake and move himself. Because he knew what was on the way for him at any moment. He probably would have been arrested. So it sounds to me that she probably would have continued to deal with him until it had to stop in July. And this is where we are. And now that she knows that she can, hold him accountable for what he did, this is where she's at. So I don't know. This is just interesting. Because there are some holes just a little bit when I hear this story, and I'm trying to, patch it together to make it make sense, because I don't want to blame her at all. But if it doesn't fully add up, that's just what it looks like. It don't fully add up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, could have been other things that held her, kept up. Hate it for you. Sorry, Latanya. I think I said Latonia. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, y'all. So that's what's going on. I wonder if he's gonna try to get her identity to be exposed the same way he was trying to get the last Jane Doe's identity to be exposed. And then I also wonder who the attorney is. Because sometimes, I do feel like attorneys do like to attach themselves to bigger stories for clout. And I just hope that whoever the attorney is, that they are attaching themselves because they genuinely care about the victim and actually getting justice for the victim, and not attaching themselves to say that they were a part of this story to have another notch under their belt. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, child. But, yikes. Yikes, yikes. Terrible. I just wanted to come give you guys a little bit of some, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I do have Love and Hip Hop recap from earlier this week. It's going to be premiering after this video at 8 o'clock, so make sure you guys go and check that out. You guys can continue the conversation down below on everything that we did talk about. I have a This Is Messy that's coming to you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna try to bring y'all a Court is Messy as well tomorrow. And then be looking out for Love After Lockup, and then we also got whatever the Braxtons is trying to give us on this finale. Okay, but that's all that I got. I am Jamie, that's me. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please continue to like the video on your way out. Thank you all so much for the super chats and the cash apps, and yeah, like up the video, subscribe to the channel, cut on your notification bells, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be